coming back live on War Games News Radio. Hello, you are back. We are back for more Fallout 2D20 Live. My name is Ryan. I am your ever humble overseer, and these are our players. Say hello, players.
Hello, players.
Hello, players. We are back in action. 2 weeks back to back. What's going on? This is just a treat for us and for you folks. Season 5. Episode 5, Season 3. That's the one.
Soon enough.
What year is it?
What time is it? Season 3, Episode 5. Fistful of Neutrons, the ghoul, the bad, and the ugly. Say that 5 times fast. I dare you. Thank you so much for joining us on this adventure. If it's your first time, then hello and howdy and welcome for making it. If it's not, then it's good to see you back. Say hello in the chat if you're in there. I see we got the good old faithful RC Walker first in today. We got George Keith hanging around, Forrest One, Overseer Schuster, good to see you. It's been a while, good to see you back. We got lots of folks coming in. If you're in the chat, say hello, and let's have ourselves a good old time. James Monson, there you go, see? Yeah, I get what's going on. It's good to see you. We are coming back in action. We're using the Fallout 2D20 system by Modifius Entertainment with Fantasy Grounds as our virtual tabletop. Links in the description down below for all those things. And before we jump right into the action, let's go around the table and reintroduce our cast characters, starting with, on my camera left, with Raj. Raj, tell us, how's John doing today out here in the wasteland?
John's doing all right. I think we're making some good progress on the various goals we have set for ourselves. And we're making moves. We're spawning raccoons,
Just
man.
making it happen out in the wasteland, Captain. I love it. Moving around actual clockwise. We'll go with Grant, the rifleman. Grant, how do we find you on this wastelandery day?
Every scar is a chapter in the story of strength.
Coming from a guy with a hole in his neck and no legs, that's probably the most apt one of those that you've thrown at us yet. And there will be some opportunities here, I think, today as you find yourselves in New Pueblo. And the last on our crew, Mr. Justin as our ghoul, Yuri. How you doing there, Yuri?
Oh, hi there. I didn't see you. My name is Justin. I play Yuri Andropov on the international smash hit War Games News Radio, Fistful of Neutrons. I'm glad that you can come in and join us on this auditory journey that we are taking.
What is this?
What is this energy?
What is happening?
I don't know.
I'm trying
a new thing, man.
I'm trying a new thing.
Okay.
I like it.
It is not? No,
it's fine.
I did call the police on you, but I did like it.
Oh, you didn't like my radio voice?
No, I like it.
Listeners out there,
I think it'll grow. I think it'll grow on me. Well, we'll see.
Slaps.
It slaps. I'm very happy to have you three here today, and very happy to have all you in the chat. We're gonna get rolling in just 2 seconds here, but before we get going, the obligatory.
Yeah, you were close.
Content warning: violence, mature subject matter, and fucking swears. All of which you will see on this show, no doubt, this episode. But we, of course, avoid going into any unnecessarily dark places. It's fun, it's light, with that little bit of Fallout nastiness just drizzled all over it. We think you're gonna have a good time. So let us
dirty Fallout stuff, you weirdos.
pull back. I mean, some weird Fallout stuff, but not the weird Fallout
Not the
stuff.
weird Fallout stuff.
As we slowly ease our way back to the wasteland with the ghoul, the bad, and the ugly. Last time, the gang were on their way out of Dogtown when they ended up in a standoff with a pack of mongrel dogs that had cornered Clint's runaway Brahmin. Using some iguana on a stick and a cram grenade artfully tossed by John, to keep the dogs at bay. But the pack's alpha refused to back down, and things got really dicey when Grant tried to kidnap the mutt, who appeared to have some former Legion war dog blood in him. Things went south pretty fast at that point, and you made a run from the dogs and managed to catch up to Clint and the Brahmin, with Grant and Johnny lassoing the bull with the help of some buff out. Good old Johnny there, all loves his chems. And Yuri did his best matador impression to wrangle the bull. With the Dogtown ruins now in your rear view, you've continued down the road to New Pueblo and skirted around the nuked out wreckage of Uranium Springs and made camp for the night in a Poseidon energy station, basking in the far off glow of the ruins, while Yuri led the caravan in a little bit of a nightly sermon. The next day, the gang got out on the road and finally arrived at New Pueblo, which appeared to be very heavily guarded. But thanks to some sneaking from John, you discovered that the gods were in fact scarecrows. And that's when the gates opened. You met the mayor of the town and were surprised to find it was, in fact, 3 kids in a trench coat. Which is where we find ourselves now. It is your gaggle and group as we left them here. Yourselves 3, Dorman Guns, Enola May, your yet unnamed Brahmin Bull, and I think there's about 8 workers from Longmount. As Mayor Tommy picks himself and dusts himself off, has his hand extended, you can see that some of the townsfolk have started to come out from their hidey holes and shacks to see what's the commotion here with the gate. And it hits you pretty quick that there is an adult among them. There's maybe 20, varying ages, some as young as 6 and others, a couple of them in their sort of mid to late teens. But looking around at sort of the brightly colored, poorly spelled shop signs and graffitis and shacks around, you get the impression pretty quickly that this town is run entirely by children. Sorry about the trench coat thing. Haven't had to pull that one in a while. Most grown-ups can't tell the dummies for guards. You must be pretty smart, hey, mister? He says, looking directly at you, John.
I mean...
you hear a snicker from Yuri.
I had some suspicions that something was a little out of sorts here.
What suspicions?
Thank you for that.
Wait, please go ahead, John.
What is...
Yuri is smiling ear to ear watching this interaction. This, for him, is wholesome as all get out.
It's pretty cute. You got a couple of kids standing around you, and there's like a mob of them starting to approach. They're looking at like Enola May, and like they're starting to like go up to like all the villagers and just like do as kids do. Like, what are you doing? What's your name? What are you guys, what are you doing here? What's happening? And Mayor Tommy sort of looks at you and says, so you say you're traders, huh? What, you guys got anything good? We don't do any tradesies, takesies, backsies here.
No, I wouldn't dream of takesies, backsies. We are very, very honorable people in that regard.
What is your standing on finders v keepers?
Finders always beats keepers.
This
kid's like about like 9, you can tell, like, but like, they're kids, but they've got like their wits about them. Like some of them are carrying guns and shit.
Oh, for sure. We don't have any. I'm gonna buy an action point to make a truth. Can I do that?
Sure, I would love it if you did. My pool is now full. Would you look at that?
Yeah, I'm going to buy a point to make a truth. I'm gonna make a truth that Yuri smiles at the kids and says, I've been keeping this for some great amount of time. And I go into Yuri's bags and I pull out a really old bag of like pre-war Halloween candy.
Hard candies?
Yeah. Like,
Grandpa's got Werther.
The oldest man alive pulls out a bag of hard candies. Get out!
I straight up have Goulers, and I'm like, here, share amongst yourselves. And I start like kind of handing them out. And as I do, whoa, I kind of like look at them and I say, but hands to yourself for the goods, children. And as a good gesture of good faith, we come to trade with you, but please keep your hands to yourselves.
Mayor Tom puts like 4 of them in his mouth at a time, like with the wrapper on them. Like, oh, not bad. A little slimy, but pretty good. Oh, crunchy too. Okay, that's not bad. What else you got?
Well, you can see that we've brought a considerable number of individuals with us. We have a lot of people with us. We're hoping.
He starts handing out the candy to the crowd.
We thought perhaps maybe we could provide labor to you, and you could allow us some food to take back with us, because we're looking for food. We're very hungry from where we came from.
You guys are you looking to get some of the grain, the razor grain?
Yeah, and we got the people to do it. That's what I was talking about earlier.
Oh, well, you should have just said so. We work with grown-ups all the time to work the fields. Well, not all the time. We used to work with more, but not so much anymore.
I was going to ask you, is this sort of a Running Man scenario? Like, what's the deal? Why is where are all the adults of your town?
Oh, well, we used to have lots of grown-ups. A few years ago, some of us used to even have mommies and daddies, I think. But that was before most of us can remember. But Cody and some of the olders, they say we had mommies and daddies. But it was a long time ago. But the last thing I can figure is that when we had a bunch more, and then we had to do all the tributes, and then over time we had more tributes than we had the grown-ups, and now we don't have any grown-ups, and it's not the best for the beast anyway. But we can talk more in the town if you want. My office? Do you want to go to the town hall?
Well, please show us the way. We would love to.
He leads you through the town, and you
eyebrow raising all around.
I'm
Tribute?
definitely mouthing the word "the beast" to John or Yuri if I see they're making eye contact with me.
Sure. Yeah, he starts walking you through the town, and it's like a full-on like gaggle of kids like following you now. But they are the candy. That was a very well played maneuver, Mr. Andropov, because they do seem to have their hands preoccupied and their mouths also by
sticky fingers.
By the sticky candy. You solved my urchin puzzle. But yeah, absolutely, they're following around. Like this is a big day for them at the moment. Tommy's sort of pointing out all the different spots. And like it's like imagine your regular ass wasteland place, settlement, like Longmount, but just everything's just smaller slightly. I mean, like the hammered together buildings are smaller because they're kids, and everything's like brightly colored and like shit. But like it's a functioning town. They've got like a generator running and doing shit. Like they got a water pump. He's pointing out some of their smaller crops that they have inside sort of the town gate. And then he takes you up sort of on a quick walk around sort of up towards the gate where you guys saw, and you can see that like a mile or two out in the distance is where you can see this field. And it is, like the quest name says, an amber wave of razor grain. It's like slightly to the north and east, and it is just, you can just see it coming from Kansas, baby. That's nice. It there. All the grain that grown-ups could eat.
This is amazing. Thomas, you children work the fields and cultivate this grain?
Well, we used to. We try most of the time. It's pretty far, and we're pretty small. So it's pretty hard. You could figure that one out yourself.
Well, we have very, very strong men and animals here. Men, women, and animals. And I kind of gesture over to Pedro and Enola May and said, we would love to set up an ongoing exchange of labor and trade with you, if that is possible.
It is very, very possible. We do trades with grown-ups. Like I said, we used to do it all the time. It hasn't been as much lately. There were not as many grown-ups to be around. You may remember that a super mutant plague wiped through the area in our weird little mini-series. But yeah, we used to get grown-ups come, the ones who weren't as smart as this guy, come up to the gate. We would get them to work. They would get the food just like you guys want. But there is the catch, though, because, like they say, gotta feed the beast.
Yes.
Go
ahead, Grant.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
At this point, he brings you guys to the town hall, which you can tell once you get inside it. It's basically just like an enclosed walls around like a jungle gym, like a playground that's been like converted into like the towers have been like walled shut, like it's turned into like a little fort basically.
I'm getting very recess like kindergartner vibes from this.
Yeah.
Nailed it. Town hall is this weird little fort. It's a legit fucking fort, but like defendable fort. And they bring you inside. Kind of like you have to sort of hunch over, and Guns kind of looks up. I'll stay with the cattle and keep the folks here company. Tom sort of at this point says, "Oh well, we got some restaurants, we got some shops. Your peoples are welcome to go and to enjoy the town while we work out while we work out the deal."
Indeed. Disperse, make yourselves useful where you can, and we will chat and regroup in a few moments.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to try to squeeze into the fortified playground structure with my power armor on, and I can't really walk too good. I don't have any legs. So when I'll sort of pull John and Yuri aside and just kind of under my breath, hey, I'm just going to scout out the town a little bit. I'll stay close by. Holler if you need me. I'm going to get my opticals on this and see if I notice anything. Obviously, let's try to figure out what or who the hell the beast is.
Yeah, we're going to have to deal with that beast.
I agree, but let us ingratiate ourselves. Grant, maybe have Duke do a little cowboy diplomacy for us with the children.
Totally. I sort of curtsy the edge of my cowl or something.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. You know how you curtsy.
How I always do that thing that I always do.
Awkwardly bow.
Bowing, and everyone's like, "What are you doing?
What is he doing? Are you okay? Do you need help?"
Before.
Yep, I absolutely love that.
Yeah.
Grant, you go off to do a little ocular pat down of the town and the situation, a little recon, while John and Yuri make their way into the fort. Once you get inside, you can see that like the main like sort of town hall council chambers is like one of those old like it's a Thunderdome, you know. Like the big,
just your classic Thunderdome.
Just your classic playground geodesic Thunderdome that we all had as kids, and sort of that's been like sort of walled up, and they've got sort of this town council of all these like old school desks and shit. And he sits him down and says, "Okay, well, so everybody always wants to know. It's oldest rule we got, or I guess it's one of the only rules we got, really." And he points up to the big sign that's sort of all behind. It's got all your basic, thou shalt nots on there. Don't kill, don't steal. Those sorts of things. But it also has on it, on the very bottom, in just the biggest of the reddest letters, is once every harvest, the beast must feed. And now you can see that when it says harvest has been scratched out, and it has like every 6 months, or it has different increments written on it, and each time it's sort of scratched out and scratched out and scratched out.
It's getting shorter and shorter.
It's getting shorter and shorter in time, until now it says every month the beast must feed. He looks at you guys and says, everybody always wants to know about the beast. Like it says right there, every month, the beast must feed. Legend says, I'll read it, and pulls out this old piece of paper where it's all like written down in poor like crayon. Legend tells of the beast. No one knows what it looks like, what it sounds like, nobody knows what it looks like or what it is, but it can breathe fire and it makes all sorts of noise. He basically just runs through and gives you guys the gist of there's some sort of a creature that shows up now once a month and is hungry if it is not fed. Every month, an adult of the age, someone over the age of 18, must get sent out along the Beast's Highway on a journey that they never return from.
Cool.
So the Beast used to come around all the time, but our grown-ups made a deal with the Beast to say that it wouldn't come around so long as we kept it hungry, or kept it fed, or so long as it wasn't hungry. But and then it got hungrier and hungrier, and so fewer and fewer grown-ups.
When was the last time this beast was fed?
Well, it's actually a while ago, and it's been kind of a rough time since then. But luckily, Cody turns 18 in just a couple days, so we got to send him out to die, and it's gonna be really good.
Is Cody here in the?
Cody's 100% in the the whole town's here basically.
What?
I flash a look at like how does Cody look when this is said?
You see a taller, older he obviously is the tallest and the oldest of these because he's just been identified as so. But he's a much taller, sort of skinny, lankier sort of guy. And sort of at this, he kind of like looks around like,
yeah, great.
Yeah. And no one else, none of these kids are phased when Tommy literally says, but we gotta send Cody out to die, and it's gonna be great.
Oh my God.
And they're all just like, it's gonna be great. Oh yeah, really great when Cody gets killed. Yeah.
So, how long have you been mayor, Thomas?
Well, we usually hold elections whenever somebody doesn't want to be mayor anymore. I won the last one, and it's only been like probably a year, maybe.
All right. So you have presumably sent 12 people out to this beast.
No, we haven't had a person every time. Yeah, we did, and those times were great. But when we didn't, the beast would come, and that was not so great. Dick here had his whole house burned down. That wasn't so cool. Yeah, and it took a couple. Of our the fusion cells that run our generator. What else did it do? It busted up the gate, just because of all the knocking that it does. Like it's just like so loud.
Thomas, please elucidate me on. I'm sorry. Please describe what the beast sounds like.
It's a good question. It's kind of like a really loud. It's kind of like wind, but more like a scraping or like I don't know, like a screeching of something.
And when the beast comes, what do you do? You hide, I assume?
Oh yeah. We usually hide in here. It's about the safest place we got. Usually when it does come, it'll just like make a bunch of noise on the gate or like light the gate on fire. But the gate's usually fine. Like it's pretty okay. But the last couple times it's been getting pretty angrier and angrier. But it hasn't hurt anybody, which is good. But it did, like I said, it burned down Dick's house. It messed with the generator. It burned some of the food, but we got lots of that, so that was fine. I think that was pretty much it.
Johnny, do you have any insight on this? Any questions?
When was the last time that the monster came here?
Well, it was last month because Cody wasn't 18 yet. Like I said, and that was the time that it burned down Dick's house. You can go check it out if you want. Like you're welcome to go. We would look at it. But
absolutely, we would love to.
But are we talking turkey here or what? We got a deal, like because if so, we can get you guys working tomorrow. You just gotta tell me which one of you people you wanna first.
Actually, you know what? Perhaps let's take the day here. to get to know your town better, and maybe myself and my friends can do something about this beast problem that you have.
Oh, we go.
Maybe like
Okay.
Oh, I'm one of those.
You're one of those grown-ups who wants to go kill the beast, eh? Okay, well, you're welcome to try. But everybody who does comes back dead.
Do they come back?
They come back dead. And then there I was.
Well, they don't actually
woke
come
up.
back. You're talking to a child.
They turn up missing.
Yeah. Question everything. Yeah.
I absolutely. I think we might be able to help you a little bit with this, but yes, we will chat more about this deal and get our people working. But for now, let's keep them in the safety of the city. But we have some caps to spend and some sightseeing to do, and perhaps more treats for you and your friends. How does that sound, Tom?
That doesn't sound too bad. If you're spending money, that's good. But remember, no takesies backsies.
No takesies
I
backsies.
wouldn't dream of it.
And that's
We
where,
aren't vault givers.
And that's where. And that's where we move over to the Rifleman. Who has been? What are you doing at this point in time, Mr. Rifleman?
I'm kind of perusing, kind of giving off the vibe that I'm shopping and I'm sort of namasteing people, the kids. I've said the little people aren't little; they're everything to probably 36 kids that are not at the town hall meeting.
Sure.
And I'm acting extremely impressed by the thing, like little crafts. I found like a little someone is making bracelets out of like salvage things, and I'm acting like it's the most amazing thing I've ever seen, and I'm almost convincing myself that they are.
For sure. As you're doing this, like some of these kids are looking at you like, why is this guy being so weird? Like, like when if you like sometimes when you talk to kids and like you talk to them like kids, they're like,
yeah, they're like, you're
a couple of them are like, what? But most of them are like pretty friendly.
I've pulled my cowl back a couple times, and I've sort of got the like balding, receding hairline man bun thing going on. It's how I've been styling my hair in the last little while. Is there a good chance I would have found this burned down house on my own? Like, is this a huge town? Like, would I have been able to like see most of it in 30 minutes?
Yeah, in the time that you would have been that they would have been chatting with Mayor Tom and then the Tom, Dick, and Harry, the town council. You would have definitely been able to sort of just wander around, get a grok. What you sort of see, you've got the main gate out front where you guys came in. They've got a sort of a Brahmin pen there where they've got the two Brahmin. It's a makeshift Brahmin pen like right now, but it's it's basically just like an empty fucking lot, sort of near the entrance where they've got the Brahmin there. Guns is there doing his thing with them. And you can see that some of the workers that you had are wandering around and like talking with the kids and talking with the children, and some of them have made their way over to there is a functioning store here. You can see a big sign for Dusty's Megalomania Mart, which is up and running, and a couple other random businesses, an iguana on a stick shack, there's a Nuka-Cola, a kid selling Nuka-Cola out of a ice bucket with no ice in it because it's the wasteland. You see that there's sort of this like sort of markety kind of area by town hall, and then sort of the residences of these houses that have been sort of just like scrambled together of the ones of repaired old houses, I should say. And you do see that there is one home, excuse me, which is in fact not there anymore. Is more destroyed than than the rest of them.
I looked down to find my shoes, and they were gone.
Pretty much.
I would love to try to like scope this thing out and see if I can tell like how it was destroyed.
Sure. What would you like to inspect? You see, you have it's a big old house, but like it's not literally smoking ruin, but it is a charred out husk of sorts. There's nothing like inside really of no items of value. What do you want to try to sort of investigate about this?
So may I propose a perception survival test to see if I can tell what started the fire, Or like, was it electrical? Was it a gasoline spill? Did someone set off a fusion cell? Did it explode from the inside?
You want to CSI this shit.
You want to
CSI.
See where the fire started. I like that. I think you know what we'll give you. Let's go with a.
Because
I didn't start the fire.
You didn't, as far as you know. No,
it was always turning.
Since the world's been turning. It's definitely gonna be perception on this one. Yeah. And let's go with.
Explosives, survival?
No.
Repair?
I almost want to do. I don't want to do survival, but I do. Yeah, let's go for it. Difficulty of 2.
Perception, survival. Let's roll this beautiful. It's pretty decent. Target's 12. That's a 2.
Just 2 on the level. Yeah, you with this test, what I'll tell you is you're able to tell not what started the fire, but where started the fire. No, you are able to tell by sort of quickly getting down and taking a look and sort of the char patterns, we'll call them. I don't know. I'm not actually a fucking fire marshal. But
I'm not a fireologist, okay?
Yeah. But you're able to tell where the fire originated from, and that sort of gets you tracked down to the backside of this house. From there, you can tell that's where it was sort of set in this back corner on the outside. And the one thing that I'll give you for free on this is that you notice that it is. So by figuring out where it started, I'll let you do another test to try to figure out what did the starting of the fire. If you want to try this one we'll call a.
This better not be a fucking Manchester by the Sea scenario. There was a fire.
No, God, no. None of that. At this point, this will be an intelligence. And this time it will be explosives.
Intelligence. This is less good for me, but that's okay.
Difficulty 1. Okay, we're just going for it. We're just okay. Yep. Okay. All right.
No, I don't know anything.
Do you have any perks or any action points or anything? No, that you wanted to.
I'll spend a luck.
Yeah, Grant's just throwing dice on important rolls here. Yeah,
it's Math Rocks. Good morning here.
Well, as we know, Grant and explosives go so well.
This is
together.
true. You have one
award-winning combination.
I was tempted to see if the kids wanted to play with a frag mine I still have in my inventory, just to spread the love.
Hey, that'll do it. Okay, your luck points are down to 0. Captain Planet.
I already took it off. I have still one, please.
You still have one. Okay, yes. There you go. Never mind. Yes.
Thank you.
Grant's the only one who I forget. You're the only one who actually keeps track of your character sheet yourself. Yeah. But yes, fantastic. You have succeeded. Taking a look. Now you don't know. You're asked from the hole in the ground as far as like what this is like connection to the beast or like anything like that. You don't know. But what you are able to tell right away is that whatever started this fire appears to have been laser based.
Okay.
And we move over back to Johnny and Yuri. John and Yuri, what are you guys doing after your chat with Mayor Tom?
John, go ahead.
Just having a stroll through the town. I think we were gonna see about spending some caps. If there was a marketplace or an area in which commerce takes place.
Yes, indeed.
I'm gonna hand over my caps to Jonathan. Jonathan, you can hold on to these. I'm actually more interested in sussing out this beast mystery. And I'm going to ask, is Tom still with us? Like, are we strolling with the mayor?
No, he's doing his thing. You guys said you're going to take a while to think about the deal, so he's giving you some space.
gonna.
He said, if you guys want to play softball, that's fine with me.
Oh fuck! If you want to have a goddamn baseball game, we will play baseball.
What's baseball?
I will teach you the rules. It'll be fine. I'm gonna go find this generator. I think.
Oh, okay.
I wanna take a look at this generator that they messed with and see what is up.
Grant, was there anything you wanted to do post house inspection?
Yeah, probably find a shop.
Fair enough. Okay.
We could cut to that if everyone gets to that point.
Well, I think we've got two folks at the shop right now. We'll go to Yuri quickly then to see what he wants to do. You make your way. Nobody's explicitly like told you where the generator.
No, I'm just kind of wandering through the town as well. Yeah,
totally. You're able to sort of track, like you could see, the lights coming in, like you sort of reverse engineer where they're coming from, and make your way.
Yuri's a smart boy. He can figure it out.
He's got to figure it out. Yeah, you make your way to where it's your pretty, standard Fallout-y, fucking generator. It's not
Yuri's
like
crazy smart boy, actually. Yeah. I definitely want to fuck with this generator.
Sure, yeah. It's not like, a fusion core powered, but it is powered by, like, multiple fusion cells, like ammo for your laser rifle and shit. And it has, like, slots for about 10 of them. On the side of the thing, and you can see that not about 3 of them are missing out of this thing.
Yeah.
The generator's like it's still on. You can tell that much. What do you want to try to suss out about this generator?
Okay, so Yuri's putting some pieces together. I'm getting a very The Village vibe from this.
What?
Like
No.
A very, like, monster is fucking with these kids, but not destroying them outright. It's just taking stuff that they need. It's, like, mechanical based. I'm getting a very, like, monster in the closet sort of deal here.
I'll never tell.
I'll never tell. So this is created by, I'm guessing, the grown-ups in the before time, the long, long ago.
In the before time? In the long, long ago? God, man, I can't believe you stole that out from under me. I was waiting to use that with these kids so well.
I'm sorry.
It's good. I should have done it earlier. I was holding on to it in my back pocket.
You shouldn't have done that. You're just a boy.
You're just a boy. You don't know any better.
Okay, so Yuri's putting some thinks he's putting some mystery clues together here.
Yeah, so you know what? As another show of good faith, and because Yuri's just an all-around good guy, I want to try to make up for the loss of these 3 fuel cells. I would like to tweak this generator to make it run more efficiently, or I want to get my hands in there and do the doodad and the jingle jangle.
Yeah. Abso-friggin-tootly. Yeah, you get up there and like it's got like imagine like your standard gasoline generator, but except for that we have in our world now. But like on the side where the gas tank is, it's just got like a flip openy fuse box with just a bunch of power cells in there.
If I can reverse the polarity and flip the
deflector dish,
I think that I could boost the output of this generator.
100%. Give me a reverse the polarity of the deflector dish roll. That's going to be.
Can I interest you in intelligence and science?
I mean, it's going to be close. It's going to be intelligence repair.
All right.
Because you are sort of jury rigging this thing. Gonna make it a difficulty of 3.
Ooh, you're maxed out. I can't buy anything more.
I spent some action points myself to make that to make that a more difficult test. I spent action points.
Okay. Well, then I would like
You can have those back.
You can have them back because I would love to buy another dice for this.
Okay, sure. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna roll 3 dice for this repair intelligence roll.
Sounds good.
And boop, boop. Okay, so that's not great. However, because it is an intelligence roll, I get to re-roll 1 dice because of my lab coat. Lab coat. Okay, so my target number is 12. I need this to crit. Come on, baby. Oh, 5.
It is a success, though.
It is a success.
But repair is not a tag skill.
No, repair is not a tag
Okay.
skill.
Well, you get in there and you sort of start to jury rig this thing, and like you're trying to figure out how to sort of bridge the gaps from the things, and you figure if you had if you had some more supplies, like maybe if you had some uncommon materials, perhaps.
What if I had another ammo, laser rifle ammo?
Well, no, that's thinking inside the bun, isn't it? Yeah. If you want to burn some ammo from your gun.
I absolutely do. I kind of like sigh and look down at Sherlock Holmes.
You don't have a ton of this left either.
No, I look down at Sherlock Holmes and sigh and just like reluctantly pop it out and slot it in.
Okay, well then, well done. Okay, you do just that, and by nudging in an extra fusion cell, a power cell, you're able to grease that extra success out of me, because I just love that narratively, and you get it done. But you are now going to have less ammunition, which is not so good for someone who doesn't have a ton of it to begin with. Well done. The generator is working at, not full capacity, but it's operating better than it was. And sort of as the night is approaching here in town, you get this thing kicked on, and it kicks up a little bit more juice, and the lights get a little bit brighter, and you can hear the kids like throughout the town be like, "Oh yeah, that's all sweet street lights." Yeah.
Well, this is good enough for the girls I go with, and I'm gonna make my way over to the marketplace.
Okay.
Der Marketplatz.
Interesting. Very good. Okay, so yes, you make your way to the marketplace where you see John and what's your name, Grant, who are in the middle of already having a chat, introducing themselves, or have introduced themselves to the proprietor of this market stall. His name was Dusty. His kid, he's got like he's got goggles, on his head, and his hair is like, a little bit insane, kind of like a little bit Jolton vibes, but like a little bit more like rough and tumble. He's a little bit older. He's probably like 13. He's got like a mohawk. Mohawk. That's good. That's different enough from Jolton's hair to make him different. Make
this theatrically distinct character.
To make a different kid who's doing a different thing, but also has goggles on his head, because I just like that imagery right now. And he's introducing him. He's like, yeah, so for some reason he's got a New York accent, I think. Yeah, for sure. Dusty from New York, Dusty from Brooklyn. He's got, I got armor, I got mods, I got weapons. What do you want? Actually,
let's pull up the list.
Literally, I've given you folks a list of items that you have perused beforehand, which you could potentially buy some stuff here. Anything on the list that you guys want to take a look at?
John is interested in the item enameled metal combat armor.
Ooh, we're looking for an upgrade for your armors.
Let's enhance.
Well, you can sell back your metal armor then if you're not going to wear it.
Well, no, it's a mod.
It's an upgrade.
Oh, it's a mod. Okay.
Yeah, I wouldn't dream of getting rid of this amazing customized armor.
Customized Vault Tech armor.
Vault 86 custom paint job, bro.
Cherry,
it's only worth it to me.
Yeah, but that means it's worth it. Yeah, absolutely. For a whopping 10 caps, you can add yourself an extra damage resistance to both energy and physical damage to your armor.
Please and thank you. Absolutely. Thanks, Dusty. I appreciate it.
No problem, pal. We got more where that came from. Can I interest you in any? What's your poison, pal? You kind of look like a jet guy to me, and that's a perfect moment for me to remember that we need to do an addiction roll for you. Yeah. In our last episode, Johnny took, as was so eloquently described, as a Hollywood of Buffy. Straight to the dome.
Crushed it.
Yeah.
Woo! Let's go, baby.
That's how you take this, right?
That is how John takes it. And so because of that, addiction's kind of weird, but this is a very addictive drug. So normally you would have, because you took one dose of buff out, you would roll one dice to see if you're addicted. Now, because you took, as mentioned, this massive ripper of it, we're gonna have you roll 2 dice. So basically what happens here, folks, if John rolls both of these dice as Vault Boy faces, he has become addicted to buff out. So, John,
how many times can we get him addicted to stuff in this game?
Jeez.
roll me 2 combat damage die, and if you roll 2 vault heads, you're gonna be jonesing for that jet, baby. Not the regular d6s,
The blue die.
When I pick up the blue dice, it just rolls into a regular d6 for me.
Well, that is silly. That shouldn't do that. Here, hold on. Let's. Well, I mean, I don't want to roll. You got to roll it yourself. We can't have. I can't roll for your addiction roll here. Let's.
What is the Wasteland equivalent of Narcotics Anonymous? Just asking literally for a friend.
Asking literally for a friend. Oh, we may have to change your dice here, Jonathan.
Oh.
Or actually, no, wait. I've got the conversion chart here. Roll again.
Okay, I'm gonna roll that again.
If it's a 5 and a 6 in any combination, you're addicted.
Nope, it's a 3 and 4.
Okay.
Hey,
he's good.
I beat it, guys. I beat the addiction.
Got that monkey off your back. But as he says that to you, he shows you. He pulls open his leather vest, and he's got all manner of chems in there, including some other buff out. He's got Stim Pack, Super Stim Pack, Radaway, Buff Out, Psycho, Jet, Addictol. Anything there? Curious your fancy.
The Radaway for the right price.
Ooh, that's expensive-o.
Yeah, okay. I like that. Grant, is there anything you got your eyes on?
I want a suppressor, baby.
Okay.
He's got one. I wouldn't mind doing a little bartering to try to talk him down a bit. 45 is pretty steep.
Sure.
Do we have any loot that we can
I was going to say, if you guys want to maybe do a little tradesy weezy, because I think we added it up and you have, 80-something caps. Which, if the gear you're looking for right now, you'd be looking at 130, if my math is correct. So if you want to trade something or you want to do some rolls, we can try to bring that number down.
I would like to trade a combat rifle that I'm not going to use in. That would be ideal. And to do a little bartering.
Yeah. If you want to do, here's what I'll say. Here's what Dusty will say, in fact. He takes a look at it, picks up the combat rifle, looks it over. Yeah, okay. Yeah, not bad. Where'd you pick this off of? Rada? Scava? Super Mutant?
We take care of so many of these thugs. Honestly, I wouldn't be able to tell you.
Okay, that's a badass answer.
Okay, I'm thoroughly impressed.
Yeah, no, that was pretty good.
Good.
All right. Well, I mean, brand new cherry. It's like 150. This is not that. So, I mean, looking about half price with what you're looking for. But here's what I'll say. How does that sound? I'll take this gun and what you guys want. We'll do the swap straight up even. Do you want to roll for it? You've offered him more than it's worth right now. He's trying to take you for a ride.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I can roll or I can just talk. How do you want me to do?
Well, if you want to agree to the deal on the table, you can just shake his hand and walk away. No, if you want to try to get some caps out of the deal, then you got to roll.
I would like to take the stuff we've asked for the rifle. No caps, change hands.
No, it's not no caps, change hands. He gives you everything that you give him, all the caps that you've got plus the rifle.
And what I'm trying to move towards is
no,
just the gun.
No. Not just that. If you want to roll for it, you got to roll for it. But now that's just the gun. You're going to be looking at. Ooh, I'm going to give you a difficulty 2 because you're not the chattiest boy in the world. But
I'm a barter boy. I'm the barteriest boy.
Oh, you are? Okay. Well, then let's
difficulty 2.
Shut the fuck up.
Can I assist?
Sure.
because I barter is a skill. It's not a tag skill, but it is a skill.
Absolutely. And we forgot to mention this at the start of the episode. I was going to, but our gentleman leveled up in betwixt episodes. So I think you've got a slightly better chance of doing this anyway. So yeah, if you want to roll for it, difficulty 2, charisma plus barter.
Okay, charisma plus the barter. I would use some dice, but we don't have any, and I don't want to give you any more. I don't think we can.
Okay, fine.
So I will reserve the right to use Smooth Talker as my feat if this doesn't go well. But let's roll them beautiful dices. Okay, don't even have to.
Nails it. Freaking critical success. And does it anyway. And he adds another one.
And
well done. So you add, you get some action points in your pool now, up to 2. Well done.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, he looks it over and says, okay, all right. It's just because of that line you said. That was fucking good. Yeah, all right, cool. Yeah, good deal. Shakes your hand and hands over to you, gentlemen, some Radaway to have, as well as a mod for your armor there, John, which he offers that he can put in for you at no charge, and a suppressor for your sniper rifle there, Grant.
Yay!
An item that you have wanted since you took the perk for it in season 1.
Honestly, I should have named my character Suppressor Man because I've wanted it more than the rifle I had.
One of the lesser known Marvel characters, Suppressor Man.
Suppressor Man.
Your vote counts for nothing.
I was going the quiet way, but that's also good. Well done. Yes, you have done some bartering, and you hung on to your very small, limited amount of caps. The night is falling as you 3 have reunited with Dorman Guns in the marketplace. You have a little bit of a chance to chat and share what you've learned here. RP, gentlemen, share your knowledge.
Yeah, I think Yuri strolls up to the boys with his hands in his vestments and kind of just, hello, gentlemen. So, I see that you have some shiny new gear.
Yeah, good luck shooting me now.
I'm sure you are impervious to all damage, Jonathan.
Put me right on the front line, bud.
And Grant, what have you come across?
Well, I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty darn sure that a house here got burnt down on the backside by some kind of laser-based fire, based on the spectral diffusion patterns and of course. Yeah. Overall, the common spectral analysis that I did,
and tachyon beams,
pulses. Yep.
Yeah.
When you say laser rifle or laser fire, Yuri cocks his eyebrow and says, "Well, wouldn't you know? It appears that our beast here has been pilfering ammo from their generator. It runs on laser rifle cores, and." Unfortunately, I have sacrificed one of my own to get it back up to as close of peak efficiency as possible. Gentlemen, I think that we are dealing with a bit of a Kansas City shuffle here. And I explain that I think the wool is being pulled over these children's eyes to make them afraid of the beast, as it doesn't seem to be killing anything, just taking people who are adults away and instilling fear in the community. And as we know, there is only one thing to fear. Well, for you, rads, but then fear itself is like the other thing that we nukes and death claws, and you get the whole thing. Fear itself, they're using fear as the weapon, is what I'm trying to say here.
You have such a way with words.
You know, at one point in time, I had a vast congregation up in Duluth, and I kind of do that old man sundowning thing, which was the style at the time. Is
you wore an onion on your belt when you were at Shelby belt?
But yeah, I kind of explained that I think these kids are being taken for a bit of a ride.
Indeed. You may be circling close to the mystery, and we will find out what is happening in this neck of the woods in New Pueblo when we return after a quick break here. Let's take ourselves a good old 10 minutes. Here we'll return 5 after the hour. And we'll get on with it'll be a shorter second half, but a second half nonetheless of this episode of The Ghoul, the Bad, and the Ugly. All stay tuned as the mystery will unfold. We'll be back right now. No, just kidding. In a little bit. Anyway. good because we're back. We are back, Wasteland, for the second half of Season 3, Episode 5, The Ghoul, the Bad, and the Ugly, where the gang have arrived finally in New Pueblo, and have learned a little bit more about this odd town run by children. In fact, it's completely occupied by children. There's not an adult in sight. And after speaking with Mayor Tommy, you've learned that there's some mysterious beast which now comes around, which must be fed once a month, or else it comes a knockin', doing damage and causing nefarious things around the town. We'll say it's the next day. How did y'all spend the night? There's buildings and whatnot where they let you guys sort of crash, where their normal workers and tributes normally stay and sleep. What did you guys get up to in the evening?
Can I say that I found like a fire pit, and I was telling stories to the kids that I meant to be so wholesome, and they were so bored that they just kind of gradually got up and left, and Grant didn't notice. So I'm just like telling the stories. I'm basically talking to Duke, and then I kind of like look around and realize that all of the kids have left because my story's awful.
For sure. Yeah, they like settled down. Like, so you look like a grizzled raider. Like they were expecting like, oh yeah, tell us about the time you fought a Deathclaw, or like tell us about the time you ripped a super mutant's head off, and you're like, yeah.
And I'm like, every step forward's a reason to be thankful. And they're just like, what the fuck?
Tell us about the war, Dad. And you're like, well, actually.
Tell us about the long ago.
Yeah, exactly. That. Yeah, and
I found the flower.
I
that
love
was
that.
growing out of a spent shell casing, and it was the most beautiful thing.
Then what happened, Papa? Can I call you Papa?
One kid super into it.
Papa.
Fine, Papa. No, very good. I love that. Love that for Grant. Yuri, what's your evening in New Pueblo like?
So it has been literally hundreds of years since I got to spend time with like a child, let alone multiple children.
Sure.
So Yuri kind of gets like a little spring in his step. He's taken back to the pre-war times, because in Duluth, Minnesota, we used to run like I was a priest.
Youth group.
100%. I am running a like fucking teen like vacation Bible school. Like we are doing color wars. Like I'm getting all the kids together. Like I'm separating them into like 4 groups with like one color leader, and like we're doing the whole like summer camp thing, like, you know, bug 3 on top, and we're like doing capture the flag, and we're doing you know, like ollie oxen free and hide and go seeks. We're doing a big old like youth group church lock-in. I think through the night before bedtimes. We're gonna have just a bunch of fun with these kids.
You guys play some games, and
like Duke's on one of the teams. Like I asked Grant like if I can borrow like Duke for the night and like tie a colored handkerchief around his neck.
And like a bunch of the workers get in on this too, because like a bunch of them like have kids of their own before they were, you know, captured and sold into slavery by the Legion. So, you know, this is a nice bonding sort of time for them as well. And I love that. Youth group, church camp, love it. John, how about yourself? What do you get up to in the wee hours of New Pueblo?
John's doing something a little bit different from everybody else. He's tapped into, let's say, a bit of a dad instinct, and he finds himself concerned about how well the town is defended in the nighttime hours. So he's like all along the perimeter, all along the watchtower, right? Princess kept the view.
Yeah.
He's like, whoever, like, I assume there's a couple kids like running a perimeter type of
deal. Like, there's all these like scarecrow dummies, or scare raiders as they call them, set up around. But there are a couple of kids as well who, you know, they're armed with these like comically large guns and shit, but like they know how to use them, and they're doing their thing.
So he's going and finding those specific children and be like, all right, like coordinate with that guy and make sure you don't have an area that's a blind spot for too long amount of time. And he's like, just school and just like fucking like tighten it up a little bit here.
Nice.
You're doing some like fire tower. Now all of China knows you're here.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, love it. You're passing down some of that like vault tech security training from Sarge, like
Channeling Sarge.
channeling your inner Sarge, and you're passing it down, and like, yeah, you get a little like, maybe does John want a kid? I don't know. We'll find out. We'll find out as we go. But it is now the morning time. We'll say it's about 10 o'clock. Everyone got a pretty good night's sleep. You had actual beds in this place, like in the bunkhouses, like not too shabby. Everybody's like, from being cramped up in Longmount, had a pretty good night.
I think, may I?
You may, please.
Do we have, I would like to create another truth, if I could.
Why not? Let's go for it.
I have done a lot to ingratiate ourselves to these kiddos. Going with the whole like summer camp vibe, I'm going to say that Yuri was up with an unusual spring in his step early morning. I got a very good night's sleep. That was incredibly morally refreshing. And I think I'm in the longhouse or whatever they have,
Sure.
making straight up fucking razor grain flapjacks. Like I'm doing the whole like line cook thing.
And in the morning, Yuri's making pancakes.
Yeah, 100%. I want to make some fucking pancakes.
Okay.
You know what? Actually, I'm taking this to the next level. I'm milking Enola May. And I'm making straight up fucking like pancakes for these fucking kids.
Buttermilk, razor grain, Brahmin milk, razor cakes.
Yeah.
What could go wrong with this? No, I love it. Absolutely. You do that. That is a thing you do. I'm not gonna make you spend anything. That is how Yuri spends his morning, feeding the kids, having a bit of a chow line on the go. After this whole breakfast situation gets settled, the Mayor Tommy comes up to you and says, "Well, I gotta say, you guys have been earning your keep already. If you got the generator going, you got the breakfast, not bad. But what's the deal with our deal? Are we doing this thing or what?
Put her there. Shake hands.
Are you sure? Because once we do it, like I said,
no takesies.
There are no takesies backsies.
I wouldn't dream of a takesies backsies, sir. Shakes his hand.
Shakes the hand. The hand is shaking. He goes, okay, perfecto. Now, so which one's first? You don't have to tell me right now.
It's me.
You're trying to say something? What's going on?
You're go ahead. No, you go ahead. You go ahead.
I was going to say, so the deal is, like we said, all the razor grain that because we got enough. We got lots. You guys go right to it. But every month, you got to choose one guy to go, or girl, to go out and be a tribute for the beast.
Yeah, so we're going to do that. We're going to go out. I'm the tribute for the beast. I'm going to go do that right now.
But we got Cody already. You don't have to go.
No,
we're gonna kill Cody. That's
Cody, and like I assume Cody's here. Cody, you're
Cody's
good.
Everywhere.
Right? Cody, you're good.
He's just like,
okay, sit down, Cody.
Cody is ubiquitous.
Yeah, are you guys for real? You want to go be tribute?
Cody, shut up and sit down.
Oh, okay.
Stop talking
and
just sit down.
He does his and sits down. Yeah.
Yeah. So which way do I gotta go? Show me the door.
Well, okay. Well, you leave town and you go east on the Beast Highway. It's hard to miss. We got signs.
All right.
And he'll find you eventually. I don't know. I mean, I've never gone.
I'm headed out right now. Thank you. Thank you for that.
Okay. I mean, you were pretty cool, mister, but
you know what?
I mean, that's fine. That's cool.
Maybe we'll
Cody,
see
you're
you
cool,
again.
man. We'll get you next month. Or maybe we'll just use some of these guys.
Yuri says, well, actually, there's a little bit more nuance than that. Nuance is a word here that means subtlety or complexity, if you will.
I'm 9. I'm not an idiot. I know what nuance means. We already have a deal.
Yes, absolutely. We have a deal. And I'm going to add to that deal. We are also, and I point to Grant, the rifleman, we are going to accompany our friend as well. Perhaps buy you some more time. I'm going to leave my associate Guns here with my Brahmin for when we return. And while I'm saying that, I'm like writing down in my ledger. And I say,
I get when you return. Okay, you're gonna go kill the beast. Okay.
well, we're going to see.
That's fine.
And I hand my ledger over and I say, now this is a written agreement of our handshake deal. If you would sign your John Hancock here at the bottom in my ledger.
You're Tom Hancock.
You're Tom Hancock.
I was gonna say that's pretty rude. We've known each other for a couple days now. My name's Tommy, and he signs it.
Just big crayon letters, Tommy, with the Y backwards or whatever. Because you can't flip any of the other letters.
It's an upside down. I don't know. Yeah, it's bad. It's an X.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Yes.
Okay, but I mean, I don't know. We've never ever done more than one tribute at a time, so I don't know. Maybe it might buy more time. I don't know, or maybe he'll just be extra hungry. But whatever, it's cool if you guys want to go, and that's fine. But okay, well, it was really nice knowing you guys. And he just puts up high fives.
High fives all around.
High five.
Like you can tell, like the fact that like you are about to go die, and like these kids have like seen this happen so many times. Like this is the weirdest thing that's totally normal for this town. So everybody's just like, bye, thanks for dying. Are you guys like leaving like right now?
Yeah, well, I mean,
Yeah.
I don't got anything else.
Cody.
I got
You're good.
You're good, buddy.
You're good, man.
He's just kind of like,
He's like,
oh, I did it. Like all of a sudden he's just like, I don't know what to do. Like this like man who's on death row finally gets like another another lease on life. He
I
goes
will
up,
have
Yep.
a quick conversation with Guns and be like, Pedro, if we do not return, please do take an Olame and the bowl and whatever raise of grain you can carry back to Longmount and then rally the troops, get Titus, and please come fucking save us.
Okay, I mean that's pretty fair. I didn't expect the last part. I was expecting more of like a heroic, like keep the town going, make sure everything's fine. But like
No,
unexpected.
Definitely come and save us.
Okay,
Like-
yeah, that actually works better for me. So it would have been weird if I just left you to die.
I want you
With all
to
these
take
kids.
this ship and come and save me.
Yeah,
Little
okay.
Firefly reference?
Yeah, no, absolutely. No, the captain's got this. No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. Yeah, yeah, all good. Yeah, absolutely. Guns says, yeah, I'll hang back. How long do you think I should wait before I head home? I mean, we don't know how long any of this is gonna take, do we?
fill the carts as full as we'll get, and then
Read my mail.
piss off.
Okay.
Don't wait around for us.
We'll be home by Christmas.
If we don't do it quick, we probably didn't make it.
Cool.
So,
And now we are in Kansas too.
Season 2.5. We're going back in time somehow. Yeah. Okay. Love it.
Okay,
Guns
we're on a
gets the
train.
gist. The workers get the weapons crate full of fucking hose and spades and shit that you got from Tater Tom's Tater Farm. Yeah. The workers all load up and they head out for their first day, and like they're looking like, okay, like at first they were like, oh, so we've made a deal that we're all just gonna die, but like, okay, all right, it's good. We're gonna fill the carts, and they're absolutely going to be a takesies backsies if you guys don't live. I love it. And everyone's just gonna get up and go. Speaking of which, is that what you guys are doing?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go.
Okay.
Yeah, 100%. Let's go
Off
right now.
and
We're
running.
off to kill the beast.
Off to
Off
kill
to kill the wizard.
the beast. Off to kill the wonderful wizard of beast.
Terrible, wonderful Wizard of Oz.
Terrible, wonderful wizard of beast. I mean, it's easy enough for you guys to get out of town. Once you make your way through the gate, they tell you to like head east. Pretty easy enough, and it doesn't take very long till you see the first sort of sign for the Beast's Highway. You see, it was what is once the Highway 50, which is headed east from New Pueblo. And it's a pretty nice day for a walk towards your death in the wasteland. It's good weather. Being this far south, you don't have the ashfall snow to worry about. And you make your way down the road. Anything you guys want to be doing? Is there an order of march? Are you just like bull rushing through? It doesn't give you a distance, but it just says like this way, the beast.
I'd say probably not rushing, but I don't know if we need to be all delicate and slow.
No, I am rushing actually.
You are rushing.
Get out of here.
Wolf.
You're fired.
That was good. That was very good.
Yeah, I clap Johnny on the power armor and on the metal armor and say "Kapla." Johnny.
Yeah, let's go get him. John's at the front of the pack.
Yep.
You know,
probably Duke is gonna go ahead and like I try to like get Duke to focus on the smell of like lubricant, like robot lubricant.
Okay.
Because I think that this is like some kind of clanking robot machinery thing. So I'm trying to get Duke to smell fresh lubricant.
Weird, but I love it. What do you have on your inventory or on your person that might maybe have the smell of robot?
My power armor.
Oil can.
Well, let's take a look. What do you have? I think the power armor. I think he would, if you wanted to sniff out power armor, he would either sniff out you or other power armor.
Well, so I mean, I don't
know that dogs can smell metal, but they could smell
the grease.
I smell pennies.
The grease that I presumably would have been using to lubricate my power armor. And I'm assuming that at this point, there's not like 490,000 different kinds of industrial lubricant floating around the market. There's like grease.
Do you have? Do you
bottle of grease?
Sure. Yeah. Okay. I mean, I don't hate this, but like, do you have like? Is there anything? I'm looking for something. I know what's in your inventory, and I'm looking for it.
I have a multi-tool.
There it is. Yeah. You mentioned it before the episode started. I have this multi-tool that I've never used. So I was like, well, if not now, then when? Yes. You have used this multi-tool in the past to fix up Mr. Microwave. So it has the scent of robot on it.
Totally. I was thinking the same thing.
Exactly that. That's what I meant.
It's got Mr. Microwave juice
because you said it and like you planted the seed with the thing before. I love it. You do it.
Okay.
He takes a sniff. He takes a sniff of the thing, and he kind of like he's not like running off like, "Hey guys, I found it," but like he's like, "Okay."
Yeah,
as you're walking, he's kind of got his sniffer up, and he's kind of taking a snifter as you go. Anybody else want to do any ocular pat down, situational awareness stuff on the journey? Looking for anything?
If you have anything, John, go ahead first.
No, just
you said you were already tracking.
Yeah, I was kind of like scoping with the scope, so
I'm gonna take a moment to look at this here goddamn sign, and I want to kind of like suss out the handwriting paint used. I'm definitely gonna try to CSI, like what I want Yuri to think of, like why this is happening, not just that it is happening. Like
why is Beast?
Sign? Why
is Beast?
Who was Phone?
You have already asked. What is the fire? Where is fire? And now we have why is
I'm going through the 5 W's, man.
Yep, 100%.
Why is Beast?
Yeah, you find one of these signs.
When is Beast?
How do Beast?
How is Beast?
How Beast?
You find the sign, and it is in fact. You can tell now that you sort of get up close to it that this sign in particular, and you can kind of tell now that these signs have been pointing specifically. They're all the same type of sign that has been repurposed and
yes, this is what I want to know.
Graffitied over. It is in fact the sign for the local General Atomics recycling facility. Ooh, maybe you're onto something. And you do see that the writing does appear to be written. It's like
it's Pop Matrix.
No, but it is your pretty run of the mill graffiti. Like it looks like it would have been either done with like a brush, and like you can see like around the signs. If you're actually, we'll literally give you this. Give me a I'll give you that for free. But if you want to learn a little bit more about the nature of the writing, let's give it I hate that I want to make it intelligence, but it kind of has to be intelligence, and let's make it oh man, there needs to be like, we're going to call it...
Can I interest you in science or survival?
Yeah, it's fucking science. I'm trying to get around your goddamn stat block, but I can't. Yeah, that's
Don't you have a lab coat too?
Yeah, I do have a lab coat. What's the difficulty, Overseer?
It's a difficulty 3 because of your lab coat.
Yeah, you did this with
all right,
all of your OP
stats. No, it's good. It's good. I mean, there's no real way to get around.
I'm buying another dice. Please buying another dice, and I'm going to roll my 3 dice. Here we go.
3 dice.
Oh my god!
Oh, double crit!
Oh wow!
Okay. And hell, I'm gonna re-roll that fucking 19 for the shit of it.
I mean, that's a good call because it would be a complication on that.
Well, it's not
anymore. God, well done. Yeah. I mean, I'm not actively working against you, but I want to make it, a challenge.
I'm beautiful minding this right now.
You absolutely are. The fucking numbers and the algebra shit starts going around. You look around. It's like red paint appears to be done with a brush, in very like block like Dead Kennedy's fucking font. Like it's very block lettery, anarchy symbol type shit, right? And you can see that like whatever's been done, it has been done. I mean, somebody painted this, and there's like paint splatter and shit around. What I'll give you with a double fucking crit.
Dos successes.
Yeah.
Dos critical success.
Yeah, it's quite good. I'll give you with a double success. Even though you weren't necessarily looking at the writing when you notice this, but sort of you're looking at the paint. The paint brings you down to the ground where you see the speckles and the spackles, and you see what appears to be drag marks.
Ooh.
Like there is, you can see that at one point something dug into the ground here, as it was trying to move. Maybe it got stuck.
Are there, Overseer?
Yes.
Is it tread marks? Are there treads on it?
You beat me to the punch, and it's a set of tread marks dug into the ground.
Oh, this is not good, boys. Oh no.
Okay, I'm gonna catch up to the boys and say,
gentlemen, I believe with some certainty that we are perhaps dealing with a robo-brain.
Cool.
That's fantastic.
I'm
glad we all signed up to do this together.
You have solved my robo-brain puzzle. It is indeed.
Oh, I got it! I fucking nailed it!
A robo-brain that has been fucking around this town. And that is about the best spot to end this episode I think we could, because you just fucking put all the clues together. It is a robo-brain. As the gang has this chat and this revelatory moment, you look down the road and see that the General Atomics Recycling Facility off in the distance is not just a large, massive, maze of twisted wrecks of cars and robots and shit off in the distance, but it's also has a bunch of lights on. It's the middle of the day, and there's something glowing.
Someone's home.
Coming from this place. And that is where we will end it off. You found a robo-brain doing weird shit with kids. That's where we're at in this story so far. We've got a robo-brain fucking around with a town full of kids. It's not unlike a village scenario. Justin, you're reading my mail on some of the spookiness going on here, but the gentlemen have found themselves in a spoopy situation and are going to try to do their best to tame or defeat this beast in our next episode, which will we be back in a couple weeks' time. Thank you all so much for tuning in to this Wild Wasteland arc of our series. It's been an absolute rush doing this two weeks in a row. Tons of fun. And thank you all for watching. We've got a new battle report out if you haven't watched it already. I've got some more coming. We've got some more Fallout Factions stuff coming. We're going to get another battle report with Grant. We're going to get another one with Raj, or first one with Raj. It's all happening here in 2025 on WGNR. So stay tuned, and we'll be back. Gents, this has been a fun one. George Keith, Corbin Bear, Fumbles, Surprise Bulette. Who else we got in the chat? RC Walker, Overseer Schuster was here for a bit. Thank you all so much for tuning in.
Forest One.
Excuse me.
Forest One, there you go. Thank you. We gotta get everybody in there. Thank you all. We'll be back. James Monson, see, he knows that he did it again. We're back, and we will be back in 2 weeks. So until next time, stay tuned and tell your mom, tell your friends. We'll be back. Bye.
Bye.